am so heartened and so encouraged to see this enormous turnout this overall crowd. This morning, I got up early this morning and was thinking about my brief remarks today, and I decided that this is Pelosi versus the people, and we stand with the people who will. The fundamental issue before us in this matter, as on so many others coming from Washington, D.C. today, is that a fundamental assault on our freedom is transforming this country into something that is unrecognizable from the country that you and I grew up in and that we love so much. I have a question that I respectfully ask of our President, President Obama, who we welcome to Missouri today. I have a question for Speaker Pelosi, and for Majority Leader Reid, and for Senator McCaskill, and for Congressman Cunningham. And my question is, what part of no don't you understand? What part of no don't you understand?
Ladies and gentlemen, State Senator Scott Rupp.
Very simple. And I think Ronald Reagan was right when he said we have a choice. Either we have to abandon the revolution of the Declaration of Independence and say that a band of intellectual elitists in a far distant capital can tell us how to live our lives better than we can ourselves. And that is not what we're going to do. We're going to choose to stand up for the Declaration of Independence, to stand up for life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They mention the word life first, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, because there is no more important issue in this country than protecting the rights of the unborn. And did you know that in this federal health care bill that they're trying to cram down our throats, that your tax dollars will be going to fund abortions in the state of Missouri? I say that is wrong. Your elected senators and representatives are not going to allow that to happen. Not on our watch, not in Missouri.
Thank you, Senator. Ladies and gentlemen, State Senator Jane Cunningham.
The outcry from my constituents and citizens around Missouri against government takeover of our health care choices is nothing short of phenomenal. Their fear, and yes, their anger, have translated into the formation of states' rights movements to protect their very freedoms, as we see right here in this room. Despite this national uprising, President Obama, Nancy Pelosi, and Harry Reid have made it ultimately clear that they are determined to push through their wishes, even though the President himself fully admits that it is very unpopular. But showing state leaders are not going to stand idly by while they push this on us. Our constitutional amendment will shield Missourians from federal mandates by preserving and protecting our right to make our own medical and insurance choices without being penalized for not purchasing a bureaucrat-approved plan. As the proposal states, no person, employer, or healthcare provider shall be compelled to participate in a healthcare system ordered by the government. It will protect the right of individuals and employers to pay directly for medical services without fines or fear of imprisonment. American citizens should have the right to use their own hard-earned money the way they want to.
State Senator Schmitt. there, Cynthia. The American people have rejected the backroom deals like the Nebraska Compromise and the Louisiana Purchase. And the American people have rejected adding to our already $12 trillion debt. And put $12 trillion in perspective, ladies and gentlemen, with the national debt on its way to $20 trillion. $12 trillion is $87 billion a month and $120 billion a day on just the interest on that debt. So when a child is born into the world now, not only do we give them a birth certificate, we also hand them a $40,000 credit card bill that's being accumulated with interest before they've ever gone to school or before they've ever earned a dime. That's simply immoral. As the vision, to paraphrase Ronald Reagan, this is a time for choosing. And the congressional Democrats have a choice. They can choose Pelosi or they can choose people. The American people have spoken loudly and clearly, and we hope that they listen to the American people. Thank you, and God bless you. DC, so let's, without further ado, get to House Budget Chairman Icet.
Thank you very much. Well, instead of Father Knows Best, we have another check from Big Brother Knows Best, don't we? Sure. It's hard to believe that Congress is actually debating and will vote on may actually pass another mandate to send to the 50 states. No, I don't know. No is the word. Hopefully they hear it. As chairman of the House Budget Committee, I can assure you that the state of Missouri faces some financial challenges in the downturn that we have. We will have to cut hundreds of millions of dollars out of our state budget. But I can assure you, at the end of the day, this state will have a